The Rodriguez Show.
And we are back on The Rodriguez Show, and we have our only guest for the episode. They have their own stage at the East End Block Party happening tomorrow, June 11th in downtown Santa Ana. Give it up for Oscar, Laura, and Robin. Tropicaza! What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hey, thank you guys for coming back. Well, I mean, you've Laura and Oscar, you've been here individually, but Robin, this is your first time. How do you feel?
It's a little nerve-wracking, but I like it.
Oh, it's okay. It's more nerve-wracking for me over here, then don't worry. So you guys excited for tomorrow? It's happening, man.
Tomorrow or Saturday?
Tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah. Well, this airs on Friday, so tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. I'm like, wait.
June 11th.
Like on a what?
So you ready for Saturday?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We're excited.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. You have a really unique lineup. Let's talk about that before we even get into it. Tell us about the lineup. Who's going to be there?
So we got our boy Fern Love,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got House Snob. We got Last Spin. He plays a lot of disco, house vibes. That's what we're trying to go for this one.
Oh, okay.
We got myself, we got Laura, and then, am I missing someone?
Sam Burns.
Sam Burns.
That's tight, man. And those are people that have already been featured at Tropicaza before, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone.
All of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's tight, man. And yeah, it's always fun. Tropicaza, if you haven't been, it is like house upbeat music, and it just keeps going for the longest time, and you're just having a great time. And every Sunday, it's just a party, you know. every monthly on Sundays.
It's a party.
Yeah, it's a great party. So that's happening tomorrow. But take us back to the beginning. How did you all meet?
So I actually stumbled upon these two through social media. They were doing an event called the Shindig. And this was like way back in 2018.
Yeah.
We actually all went to high school together, but obviously you don't keep touch after high school. So
Yeah.
it was a nice little reunion and getting to know. I went by myself and I was like, I don't know these people, but hopefully we can be friends. And
Yeah.
here we are later
It was
running a
super
whole
random.
event.
I was like, Robin pulled up?
Yeah. Wow. So you just saw that they were already working together, and you're like, I gotta be a part of this, or I gotta go and see what they're doing, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to be friends. I love the scene, so it was more like, let me put myself out there and see what happens.
That's cool. And so when she approached, so you guys, how did you guys work together?
So I met Laura at a rave, or back with like our little rave crew.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we started going to raves, started going to events. And it's funny, the event she was talking about, the Shindig, it was called Cue the Shindig, and all we did was just had a little party at the park.
Okay.
And surprisingly, the park let us. The patrols would pass by, they didn't tell us anything.
Wow.
But it was cool. That's
Yeah.
how we met. She started kicking it.
Yeah.
And then, like, as far as Tropicaza, it was just, we just went to the bar,
Yeah.
asked them if they were down to do house music, and they were cool with it. At first, they were hesitant.
Yeah. And then they saw how much you packed the place, and
Yeah.
they're like, okay.
I mean, starting out, obviously it wasn't as packed, but
Yeah.
it was funny because I remember telling you guys last time where he was like doubting us, and he was like, I knew it was gonna be slow.
Yeah. And now it is what it is today, where you can't even. There's no space in that back place. You're just packed. And that's a good thing. I'm not saying it in a bad way. Like it's
That's
just
a great thing.
It's a great thing, right? So you guys all came together. You started Tropicaza, which is monthly at the McFadden Public Market, and they can check out at Tropicaza_OC for all the details of when it happens every month. And something that you did last time was you started charging. Was that just because it was a holiday weekend, or is that what you plan on doing going forward for the admission?
That's something we're going to start doing moving forward.
Yeah.
So as we bring in artists, we'll kind of see at the pricing, but I think we're going to keep it pretty moderate at the same price that we started with.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as now, it's going to be either you can buy your tickets online, which we recommend, which is so much, it's just going to be
Yeah.
cheaper online than getting it at the door, and much easier too.
Yeah.
So, and then we're going to have it free before 5:30.
Yeah.
So if you pull up, save yourself the extra cost of
Save
being
yourself.
at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving forward, we're going to be keeping it up with ticket sales.
Yeah, that's good because it is like you did it for a year with free, and now your people are gonna have to pay it again, which is good because now you've built up that like people now know it's an established thing. I mean, the fact that 1 year in you already have your own stage at the East End Block Party, that's an amazing accomplishment. How does that feel after a year? How does it feel to still be going strong?
Awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was the goal, like to get in the block party and just be able to like do different things like this and, branch out not only in Santa Ana, but like everywhere, Orange County in general, LA, like being able to put our name out there and just grow in general is just an amazing feeling.
Yeah, no, it definitely, I definitely see the growth. Do you? So I was going to ask about LA. Like you guys, perform a lot out there. You do sets out there a lot. Do you? And not saying anything bad about OC, but there's obviously like a bigger like electronic music scene where there's a lot more opportunities for you guys to do that. Is that something you'd want to like start doing more here in Orange County?
I'd say so. Yeah. I mean, that's the reason we started this whole thing is because like we felt like it was kind of missing. You know, like. Before us, there was like this thing called Focus OC, and that was like the spot. It was a Tuesday night event, and it was always packed. And then once the pandemic hit, they kind of just disappeared. Yeah. But it was just house music every Tuesday, and it was always like that's kind of where we would always hang out. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's something that in OC it's gonna grow. Yeah. Not just with us, like there's other collectives as well, you know. Yeah. But it's in Santa Ana in general, like all the stuff that's going on downtown, it's gonna change. Like more people are gonna be living here. It's gonna grow just like how it is in LA.
Yeah, I think so. I think
its own type of hub out here.
Yeah.
And that's great. That's great that you guys do that because just like you're saying, I didn't really know about the Tuesday night things until I really like started seeing you guys throwing these shows or this event, dude, and it's like. It's super cool because I really like that music, you know. So it's like I've never been one like, oh, where do I go? Like, so you guys popped up, I was like, oh, this is lit, dude. Let's go.
Like it's down the street.
Yeah, it's down the street too. Yeah, for sure.
So like a year in, I'm sure it hasn't been 100% easy. What are some of the challenges you've had along the way?
The sound. We've had it stop.
Oh my
God.
Power.
It's embarrassing.
Enough power to have our sound good too.
Yeah. And Mondo's been telling me because Mondo goes more often than I do that you guys really got into a good place at this point, right?
It is booming.
Yes.
You kind of hear it where you're like kind of parking your car. I feel like you do like in the parking structure you hear it booming already kind of thing. But I think our main concern is always the sound, making sure it's like it doesn't cut off during someone's set.
It's important.
Yeah, that's pretty much a big thing. Or sometimes like I don't know, someone cancels on us, kind of figuring out things as we go. Yeah, it's always like those last minute things that worry us.
Each event is different. Each event I feel like we're learning something new.
Yeah, and that's the goal, man. Is just to grow and to learn from everything. So you mentioned the people that you said sometimes might cancel on you. How do you put together that lineup for Tropicaza once a month? Like, how do you go about choosing the right people?
We just scouting. I mean, we all kind of just put in our thoughts like who we would like for the next one, the next 2 months, the next 3 months, just so we could have, like spread it out. Not just have the same people all the time, you know. Yeah. Not even us. Like we don't want to be playing every single time.
And that's something that I found was very unique. Was that you guys don't always do a set, and I think that keeps it fresh. But it also would be understandable because it's once a month. So if you guys were to do it once a month, it would be cool. But I like that you feature like so many different people.
Yeah, we try to filter every like artist that we can in and out as much as we can. I mean, if we could put our friends on the same every lineup, we could. But like we like to bring in new people. Kind of pretty much what represents what Tropicaza is. A lot of it's Spanish tech, Latin tech, but we try to also push like more techie kind of stuff. It really depends on the day and what we're really kind of going with, but that's how we just kind of put our inputs in and out and see what will work for, like, especially for the special guests. If we already have a special guest locked in, then we work around that.
Everyone like on the lineup everyone on the lineup definitely needs to like complement each other in some way or another. I feel like if you just kind of throw people on a lineup and put it out there, it doesn't always sound good. So we try really hard to like make sure like, okay, the way that the lineup is set up, it's going to go smoothly where the vibes stay the same. And it gradually gets better as the night goes.
Same with the set times, like the way everyone's placed.
Like builds. Yeah. I mean, and that's one of the highlights of the Tropicaza is that it's seamless. Like you don't even notice when the next person's up because it's so smooth how the switches are, and it's just so dope. I think that's cool. Like it's so different in that sense where it's like one person's and then you look over, it's the next. You're like, oh damn. So that's cool. Is there a conscious effort to never say anything or like into the mic or like announce anything? It's just like we just want to keep the vibe going.
Pretty much, but we have sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just we don't really have a mic, so I don't think it's like I don't think it's something that we would like really do. But I think it flows naturally, and I think that's the best part about it is that it just goes and people really enjoy it.
Yeah. No, it's dope. So one of the things that I saw that has happened since the last time you were here, Oscar, was that you released your Basic Bitches EP.
Yes, sir.
So how long did that take to make?
So it's funny. I actually made all those tracks, well, most of them, back in the pandemic when I wasn't doing shit.
Oh.
So I just had them for a while, and I would just always go back to them and just play around with them. And then it was just like 2 years later, I was like, okay, I should probably just like put something together and just release it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, like, I just don't know what labels to send it to sometimes, because a lot of labels, they like a lot of like tech house. As far as techno, I just don't know like who to exactly to send it to. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just put it out myself.
Yeah.
And then my boy Fern Love, he's the one playing at the Eastern Block Party. He made all those little clips that went along with it.
Oh,
He
okay.
killed it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like
loved
the
it.
visuals.
Yeah.
Those are tight. Yeah. No, that's a great one, and they can find that on SoundCloud. So we'll put a link to. We'll show everybody's Instagrams, and there'll be a link to yours as well.
Dope. Thank you.
Yeah, Basic Bitches EP. I liked it because I was like, Basic Bitches, where have I heard that before? And then I started listening to the song, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's tight.
That's cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So
you.
they can hear you guys tomorrow night, like I said, at the East End Block Party. It's 201 East 4th Street, Santa Ana. That's right next to Worst House. That's the Tropicaza stage, and it's going to go on from 4 to 10 p.m. So at this point, well, before I move on to the other question, so you said like you send it to labels. And it's part of my ignorance because I don't know much about the DJ world in that sense, but like, why would you need a label at this point, right? Like, why would somebody like you in your position need those, since you already have an event, you're already performing here all everywhere?
I feel like artists don't need labels, but it definitely helps to get more exposure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much you could do by yourself,
Yeah.
so much support you can get. I mean, I have like my friends' support as much, like I love it, but at the end of the day, it's like if you want to, I feel like put your music out there, not just locally, it helps. And then and another thing that's dope is like sometimes those labels will get artists from other parts of the world even, or parts of the nation, and they'll ask if they want to remix your song or something. So then like you get to like meet people from all over
The world.
Oh, wow.
So it's dope. Like
yeah, that makes sense. That you're allowed to network with more people.
Yeah. I feel like it opens up more doors.
Yeah, for sure. So speaking of that, being able to reach different artists, is there any artists or any DJs that you want to feature, but you have like your dream feature for Tropicaza?
Sheesh.
There's a list.
Yeah,
You got the
Yeah, I feel
there
like,
literally is.
yeah. I mean, hopefully one day we can actually get the people on our list, but it's also budget, and that's another reason why we started charging, because we do want to bring really big people here to our small town and get that exposure, but todo con tiempo,
Yeah.
it'll all come when it comes.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys have been taking all the right steps to make that happen even bigger. I mean, that's why we're always like featuring you guys on the What's Poppin'. We always tell people to go because it's always great.
Thank you so
And we
much.
appreciate that a
Oh, of
lot.
course.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So now that there's so much expansion in the first year, where do you hope to take it in the next year?
Honestly, probably a bigger place.
Yeah.
We're just kind of thinking where. We would love to keep it in Santa Ana, you know, but of course there's the new construction going on next to it that it's supposed to be apartments. So I guess within the next year would be like finding maybe a different spot, because Mission, as much as we love Mission, unless they can expand it, make it bigger, that'd be really cool. But like,
I don't know, unless they can move that wall.
yeah, just like push it back, then we can stay there for another year. But I think it might be finding a new spot.
Yeah.
For us, maybe bringing in bringing those like artists that we want to have, and then moving more events to LA too.
Yeah.
Working with our friends out in LA and the Inland Empire to Riverside.
Yeah, and I think that's a good opportunity to just expand to all Southern California, like you're saying. Because and there's nothing wrong with you start at one place and then you just outgrow it, and that's just a sign that it's time to go even bigger. So yeah, we're excited about your guys' platform, and we're gonna keep supporting you. Thank you guys for being here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, don't forget, like I said, I keep saying it, tomorrow night, Tropicaza stage at 4 to 10 p.m. and downtown Santa Ana, right next to Worst House. You can check out the Tropicaza stage. Before we move on, though, before we say bye to you guys, we have this segment called Dope or Nope, which is just give me your opinion. You can all say dope or nope at the same time, however it works. If you disagree, though, I want to see if you disagree on it. So we'll start with the first one. Hennessy, dope or nope?
Nope.
Everybody hates Hennessy and shit.
That's a fat no.
It's just not our drink of choice.
No.
Maybe there's Coke. If it's mixed with Coke, I can probably do it. And if I'm already drunk, I would.
Yeah, I need to have a few drinks in me.
I'll stay away from that.
I'm not starting.
Yeah, even when you're drunk, you're like, okay. Pop Tarts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Dope.
Yep, dope.
Dope.
Nope.
You don't like them? Why?
I don't know. They're just too sweet.
That's true. Yeah.
I used to like them as a kid.
Yeah, no, it's an easy breakfast. All right, In-N-Out Burger.
Dope.
Yep. Dope.
All right. I was gonna check if you really were, down with Southern California. So dope. Yeah, it's always great to get In-N-Out Burger. Joshua Tree.
Dope.
No.
Dope.
You don't like Joshua Tree? Why?
It's too dirty for me.
What do you mean it's too dirty?
I can't deal with like the dust and the rocks and like I just don't see the point. I'm sorry.
You just don't like the desert.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, no.
Are you more of like a beach person? Or?
Oh no.
Tampoco.
I am like a glamper. Give me like a bed and a shower. I can't.
Sounds good. What about Android phones?
Nope.
No. Yeah, see, we agree on that. Yeah, they need to get with the times, man. Let's get an iPhone. Like everybody else. And the last one here, glow sticks.
Dope.
Dope.
It's like
It's all right.
I'll say dope. Yeah.
Dope. All right, so that was Dope or Nope with the Tropicaza crew. Thank you guys for being here. Is there anything else you want the people to know about tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Just come out and have fun. It's free, so that's another thing, and just support your locals.
Yeah, and it's guaranteed a good time. Even if you're there 1 or 2 hours, you're gonna have a really fun time, and you can have a drink and have a party in downtown.
And there's food. There's always food at Tropicaza.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And shout out to everybody that's involved with the Eastern Block Party for getting us on, because we really appreciate that.
Yes, much love.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. All right, so we'll see you guys there tomorrow. Thank you once again for being here. You can follow them at Tropicaza_OC, and tomorrow is the day East End Block Party, the Tropicaza stage. All right, we're gonna get into. Thank you guys once again.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're gonna get into one more mix with Mon. We'll be back to say bye on the Rodriguez Show.